We often talk about how we want crypto games to have easy earnings. Now, this is an example of just that. Here's some alpha, ladies and gentlemen. This is a brand new game that we just recently started farming today as of me recording this video. And when I say we, of course I mean our Telegram community, the Mindblow Lounge. We even created a special chat for Call of the Void. That is the name of this game. And people are already sharing their high scores and how much money they've made. So this was the very first game I have played, and I wanted to record it before I start my video. It is another game similar to the Backwoods and similar to the Web 2 game Survivor.io, where you fight off against waves of enemies and you don't actually have to aim at them. You just have your little weapons that shoot at them as they come at you. Now, we'll go a little bit more deep into the gameplay, explain some of the things I use in order to progress. But first I wanted to show you after I cleared this very first stage of the game. So here's the moment I beat the final boss. 700 enemies eliminated. I got some experience. I got some items, I got some coins, but most importantly, I got 37 of the Void token, which is equivalent to 1.04 US dollars for when the token comes out. Now, for now, the TGE, the token generation event of the Void token, is not announced. There are rumors, and again, these are just rumors, that it will come late August, early September. Whether this is true or not remains to be seen.
I'm in no way, shape, or form affiliated with this game.
They did not pay me for this video. This is just me wanting to show you what's out there, the newest, latest, and greatest. Because in my opinion, this game can become
huge.
This is my case for this game, why you should give it a shot. It is completely free to play on Android, on iOS. You have links in the description. You can start playing right now. And if you join the group, you can ask any questions you want. Twizmaster here said, you guys are giving me FOMO. Let me grind. I'm currently the 16th. Somebody sent a picture how they got to the first place in the leaderboards. And in the leaderboards, you will earn additional tokens. So this game is kind of between play to earn and play to airdrop, because you do earn as you play, but you will get an airdrop of the token once it officially launches. Well, actually, you'll be able to claim the token then. So this is a roguelite game. That's the genre. And now I love to talk about Survivor.io. It's one of my favorite mobile Web 2 games where you can't earn anything, and it has over 10 million downloads, and this is just for Android. Out of 1 million reviews, 4.7 stars. Ever since I played this game, I wanted to have something similar in Web 3 and crypto. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mindblow Show. I'm your host, the Inspector. I almost forgot to say, we're on a road to 100,000 subscribers. So if you're new, hit the subscribe, hit the like. I give you alpha content all the time. If you subscribe, you will never miss out on anything in the future. Now, before getting into the tokenomics and the economy model of the game and some of the things that we may want to watch out for, it's not just a proper bull case. This is just a new game that's available right now. First, let's jump into the game. So here we are on my phone playing the game. Currently, you can see that I have 1,800 tokens, which is about $51 at the TGE price. So at the price at which the token launches.
It can go lower.
It can go higher.
It all depends on how well they do their TGE, and I think a lot of how the game will perform in the future depends on how well they do their TGE. TGEs have been known to make or break a game. I'm really hopeful that they do a good job. But first, let's explore the game a little bit. We have our heroes here, the heroes tab. We got our little shop where we have some free things that we can get. And as you can see, I have the 51 tokens here, my Void balance, and the cash out is coming soon. So the cash out button will appear once the TGE happens. Now, if we go to our heroes tab, there's many heroes and there are guides on how to level up each hero, which heroes to focus on. I seriously recommend going to the Telegram group. A lot of people are farming there. A lot of people are playing, and they will help you how to manage all of this. Because for now, I just started playing today, so I only have my first hero here. We can go to the gear where I can upgrade my little hero before we go on adventures, but we're not gonna do any of that. We're gonna jump into an adventure, and as you can see at the bottom, we have 5 energy. So 5 energy is actually required to play this, to play anything really. Your energy upgrades over time and recharges, and my total energy, you can see on the top left corner of the screen, I have 11 to play with. So we're gonna click play, and we're gonna try to beat this Vista level. It's very intuitive and easy to play. I'm just running forward, and my guy is shooting on his own. I can pick up these little power-ups along the way, but most importantly, what I want to pick up are the little green shards that the monsters leave when you eliminate them. Because now that I've leveled up a little bit here, I can choose another ability. I'm gonna go for a Toxic Strike. And now, as for which abilities are the best to choose, it really depends on your playstyle. I like to go for the Acid Rain. I like to go to have as much health as possible. The Toxic Burst is an amazing ability that I have here right now. I love this ability as well. So it really depends on you what you like to play with. all of the abilities are pretty well balanced, so I don't think it matters too much as far as the offensive abilities are concerned. But as far as the attacking abilities, when you're playing with this first hero, the first hero has the assault rifle, other heroes have melee weapons like swords. So a lot of this will depend on how you want to play the game and just trial and error and experimentation. So we'll try to beat this level now and see what happens after. I just got a bunch of void tokens after I eliminated the boss, and I got 50 gold coins. Very nice. You can see in the upper right corner next to the pause button that I have 8 void tokens so far. And here's one more. Thank you. Now, when you get eliminated in the game, you can either revive yourself with 50 tokens or you can watch a free ad. What do you think I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna watch an ad. While we wait for the ad to finish, and hopefully we're gonna beat this level after this, there are some things that do concern me a little bit as far as what's gonna happen after the TGE. Is the token gonna stay the same price? Well, obviously it's not gonna stay the same price. We're gonna take a look at some of the other games that have TGEs and how well their tokens have performed after. As a bullish example, we can see Pirate Nation, their pirate token, which has totally overperformed. So their TGE happened around this price, I believe, $0.13 or almost 14 cents. And since then, not only did it stay stable, but it's up 110% from where it was. So this is an example of a TGE very well done. You don't want a lot of sell pressure. Now, everyone and their mothers is gonna start farming this game.
Believe me.
It's so easy to get into, it's so easy to start earning. Everyone is gonna want to farm in this game. So how big is the sell pressure going to be? For Pirate Nation, everyone was farming their Season 0 and Season 1 as well. There was immense selling pressure at the beginning, but not enough to get the token down because they have conceived an interesting way of having their token circulate within the actual game. They have staking, a staking mechanism, and you get 10% discount on buying items inside of the game if you're staking their token and buying things with the stake token rather than using your own funds. In Call of the Void, there's a lot of things you can buy with a token as well. So this is one of the things that games like Pixels lack. More token in-game utility. Call of the Void definitely has it. There's a lot of utility, a lot of things you can do with the token inside of the game. For example, you cannot even level up your hero without spending the token. So that's a very good way of burning the coins and creating just less sell pressure. I, for one, if I want to keep farming and playing the game, I'm not gonna want to sell everything I have at their TGE. I may sell a little bit, but not everything if I have a use for the token. So as long as they nail this part, and if they have good market makers, which are gonna help the token stay afloat, I think this can be a really big deal in the future, especially because of what the game is. It represents Survivor IO, but Web3. And we all know how good Survivor IO is. We have our second chance here. The ad is done. Now, believe me, there are some bearish examples for TGEs as well. But for now, let's jump back into the game and try to see if we can beat this whole level and see how many void tokens I'm gonna get. So far, I'm up 20 void tokens just for this run. Somebody in our Telegram group also did a calculation as to how much you can earn if you finish all the levels and get all the void tokens. So they did the calculation for us. We're gonna check that out also to see kind of what the cap is, the maximum of how much you can earn in this play to earn / play to airdrop phase of the game. But until then, here's some fast forward action of me destroying these noobs. Hope they don't destroy me though. Now I got 2 bosses. No bueno. No bueno at all. I'm almost down. Yes! Yes! Alright, it's not over yet, though. There's some void tokens that didn't pick up yet. They're gonna be of no use to me, though, if I don't beat the boss. My final boss incoming, but I don't have much health. I'm not very hopeful I can win this. Yep. Okay. I'll use 50 bucks. Okay. Take my tokens. You see, that's how you burn tokens. They did a good job. Of course I'm gonna burn 50 tokens. Let me play. I'm back to only 1 token, guys. Oh my god. And here's the health. Ugh. I think I'm gonna need to level up my guy. I'm doing basically no damage to the boss right here, to the final boss. He's a little bit too overpowered for me. Didn't want to spend too many tokens, so I didn't really level up my guy too much, but let's see if there's anything we can do. I can't believe it! We did it! Based on pure skill. I had no chance of beating this boss, but we did it. Of course we did it. And I earned only 3 tokens here because I had to spend 50 because I got eliminated. So we definitely need to level up our hero here. I'm gonna use quite a few tokens here to level him up because otherwise, yeah, I just spent $3 on leveling him up from the tokens I have earned inside of the game. And this is just one of the things they have. Merging gear is another good thing to do. So if you have 3 of the same gear, you can merge them to get a higher rarity gear, which which helps a ton. Currently, I don't have anything to merge, unfortunately. And here we have the leaderboards. I am 7th in the leaderboards here. Obviously, I've only played the first 2 games, but I think I'm unlocking the second hero. No, not yet, apparently. I need to rescue Moki in Valve Vista. This was Valve Vista, but I didn't have the chance to rescue Moki, or maybe I didn't find him inside of the game. I'm not 100% sure. But talking about TGE's Pixels, one of our favorite games here on the channel, also had their own TGE. Current price of the Pixel token is below TGE price. But when it launched, it actually went up by 250%, even more than the Pirate token. From there, from the all-time high, it fell down 82%. Absolutely insane. So why did this happen, and how can Call of the Void avoid for this to happen? One of the main things is just having more in-game utility. Now, Call of the Void, as you saw from the first gameplay that I've shown you here, already has immense in-game utility for their token. I don't believe that such a scenario is exactly possible. It all depends on how many people are gonna get their hands on the token, and I don't mean the players who are playing and farming the game. I mean outside of that, how many VCs have entered, how many other influencers, YouTubers, and KOLs have bought the token at early prices and will dump on us. And, you know, I'm not one of those. I didn't buy. I'm not invested in this at all in any way, shape, or form. Something that's a little bit concerning here is looking at the tokenomics. Now, they have said at one of the Twitter spaces they were in that they are reworking the tokenomics before doing the TGE, and I think that's a phenomenal thing to do because this doesn't look too good. So we have 12.7% for the pre-seed phase, meaning that people who have bought the token here got it for a much cheaper price than what the TGE will be. The public sale is probably going to be at the TGE price, and then the private sale probably much cheaper than the public TGE price. Then we got the KOL sale. Why wasn't I not invited to this? Maybe I was. I usually just project KOL sales. I don't necessarily like them. 0.5% for the airdrop. Now, is this airdrop what we're farming for? For 0.5%? No, it is not. That will be statistically impossible. I do believe that this airdrop happened at some point in the past, and we're gonna get our tokens either from the reserves or from something else not entirely disclosed at the moment. I do wish that this was a little bit more clear, but apart from that, something that I said we will go over and we haven't gone over quite yet is this, what Twizmaster from our Telegram group has said. So he apparently did the calculation and he said, so I tallied up the amount of Void tokens collectible in all the worlds should you complete it till the very end. It amounts to 8,925 Void tokens. Then multiply that by 6, which is all of your heroes, so you have 6 heroes who can get this amount, totaling to 53,550 Void tokens. This excludes the leaderboards. We'll get into that in just a sec. So in total, at current price, 53,550 tokens at the TGE price, which will be $0.028, is $1,500. That's supposedly, and this is just us doing guesswork and people over in the Telegram group doing their own calculations. This is the most amount of tokens you can earn in the game right now before the TGE comes around and they release more content, which equates to $1,500 at the TGE price. So shall it fall down? It'll go down. If it goes up, the 1,500 will also go up. So that's how this will work. As far as the leaderboards, this is what it looks like depending on which league you are in. First of all, we have the Wooden League, which is the first league you will be in at the very beginning, where the first rank gets $28 or 1,000 Void tokens. The Copper League gets you 2,000 and so on. I'm gonna scroll a bit through here so you can see the amount of tokens earned, and we're gonna go over to the first leagues and the best leagues where the most earnings will take place, obviously. So number 1, we have the Omega League, where number 1 ranked will win $560, which is 20,000 tokens at TGE prices once again. The second league, the Apex League, is 532. The third league is 504. So it's not huge differences in the top 5 leagues. That's it. Go farm, go play, earn those token airdrops. Hopefully at TGE we'll all be just a little bit richer than we are now and have had some fun, because this is one of those games you can play while you're pooping, and that's something people are actually looking for, which I found out today. Yeah, people do that. They don't browse Instagram or Twitter. They play games. Yeah, explains quite a few things, actually. I should give it a shot. Too much info. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm leaving.